Hey, what's up? Scott Balkum here with Imagination Creation Films, and yeah, we're live. No, that's gonna be annoying. Wow, just like one little hair. Yeah, okay. And we're live streaming. We're talking about filmmaking, photography, cinematography, movies, whatever you want to talk about. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for you. I am at your beck and call. So, how is everyone tonight? Are we dropping frames? So far, we're not dropping frames. That's good. Got different internet. So, definitely interested to see how that internet works because, as you can tell, I'm live streaming in the middle of the week during the evening when almost always it would destroy my live stream. But for some reason, right now, it seems to be okay. My bit rate is low? No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not worried about that. I got somebody joined in already. That's awesome. Hello, how are you? Say hello. Let's chat about what you want to talk about. Hi, you're on the air. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we got back from Cinegear a week ago, and still acclimating from the full atmosphere of late nights and early mornings, and whew, yeah, that was a hard adjustment. But I think I succeeded. I'm back. I'm live. I'm in living color. Still not dropping packets. That's good. So, a couple of things I've been working on. And I'll probably have to touch back through this as people join in and want to chit chat. I don't have this whole live streaming thing fully figured out yet. I mean, I know you're supposed to tease it ahead of time, but you know, I'm not much of a tease. I'm just going to say what it is and kind of do it right then and there. And so, nice, Riley Retreat. So, what's going on out there in the world? It's Max Ender. Hey, loser. It's Brandon. What's up, dude? Riley, teaser. Yep. So Max Ender was one of the guys at Cinegear that we spent many hours, late night hours. But it was well worth it. It was a blast. Got this. This is really nice. A little Quasar crossfade. Yeah, no, a little hot action, yeah. Got the Quasar Lion. Look at that. Battery powered, bicolor. Hi, Kate Rainbow 101. How are you? Bicolor. These were at the Matthews garage sale, and they were cheap. Wow. I really like that. Still, oh, we dropped some frames. That's not too bad. We're still hanging in there. Live stream look good, sound good. Check out the new studio as we're kind of working here. Got another set wall that has been pseudo constructed right over here, and yeah, we got to put some paint on it. Got to dress it up nice. Gonna do a porch off the other side. So from this side, it'll look like you're looking out the porch. From the other side, it'll look like you're looking into a house. That'll be good for some lighting demos and a couple of other things that I have up my sleeve. Let's see here. So what is going on in everybody else's world? I mean, finishing up the review on the Morrissey. This is the Bright Tangerine lens support system, and this thing is really good. I mean, really good. I've never had a lens support system that was this fast and this versatile, and I cannot wait to share that review with you here shortly. What else? What's everybody? Kate Rainbow, what's going on? Bright Tangerine, buy once, cry once. Oh, come on, man. It's buy once, buy right. Or buy right, buy once. That's the phrase. because you know, you spend your money one time, you may cry a little, but you'll never have to cry again. I've been drinking tangerine, well, it's mango. Drink. Let's see, we're still dropping a little bit of packets, not too terribly much. Is the video stream looking good though? Hello, Gerald. How are you? Evening from Virginia. Well, good evening from Austin. It is later in the evening for you. 10 for 10. Excellent. Streaming in 1080. New internet. Got new internet out here. That's kind of a rare thing to get a choice of internet in the middle of nowhere. But this new one I've got right now, 10 meg of upload. Woo! That's about 2.5 to 4 times the speed of what I had before. Plus, I could never upload during the middle of the week. It was pitiful. And right now, we seem to be doing just fine, which I do like. So, yeah, we get a little sand on in there. And, yeah, I'll get rid of Dance and Sand. Packet loss here at Southwest ATX looks a little grainy. I don't know. I'm looking right here. I've got no drop frames. I think that's you. I think that's you, Riley Retreat. I think that's you. Oi, who is this guy? Oh, it's Jacob. Jacob is one of the other guys that was hanging out late at night. We had some Pink's hot dogs. What time was that? That was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Where's Tim? What do you think, Jacob? You like my window? It's pretty nice. Can't wait to like go around and let's see. It's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, yeah, I'm gonna break into this house. No, maybe not. Getting too old for this. Walked in front of the sun. That's always good. Hey, look, got email too. So that's just part, dude, you're looking so neighborly with that window. Indeed. That is the goal. Pink's was Pink's was awesome. I'm telling you though, you should have got the enchilada the burrito hot dogs. It was so good. So good. Yeah, practicing my robbery, not so much because most people don't leave the window open. They don't have no screen, and usually there's a shrubbery or two out there, which I am going to be building here really soon. I got to work on a backdrop for back there. I want my intention is when I shoot this direction, which is one of the options that I'll have some plants back there, some kind of breakup in the back, or maybe even just a slide fence, because that would be at least believable, and then I could get the sun to pop in through there as well. Whoop, we just dropped some packets. Yeah, we're back. Those are really good hot dogs. You're right. I'm trying more exotic. I tried to tell you guys, but 2 o'clock in the morning is really, really hard to, a couple little freezes here and there, but not too bad. Wireless or wired internet. So out here it is wireless. I mean, I live in the sticks of the sticks, and I really only have like 3 internet choices. I can do satellite, which no one does. I can use the one that I previously had, but it just gone to crap. I mean, it's not worth anything. And then this other one is definitely more local, but they just put up a tower about 4 miles from here, and so far so good. I mean, it's a little slower on the download, but it's more consistent. So it's 10 down and 10 up, whereas the other one was 3 up and 15 down, but I rarely got 15 ever. And 3, I didn't even get 3 up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. It would take like 4 hours to upload my YouTube videos. That's pathetic. This one at least was like 1 hour for a 25-minute 4K video. So I think that's somewhat respectable for out here. Plus, we're only dropping like 4.8% packets. I could probably You know, I did bump this up considerably just to see how much I could stretch it. But let me just take this and take it down just a little bit and see if we drop any more packets. We're at 687. I can adjust that stream. It always seemed to look good, even to about 1,500 kilobits per second, 1.5 meg. It's now at 2. I was at 2.5 before. It's fine. Yep, Matt or Sat is the devil. It is. You know, I actually had that once. It was so pathetic. Although I really am interested in Elon Musk's satellite offering. He wants to put 4,000 low Earth satellites. He wants them to be about 200 miles up, which means that the ping times will be like 20 milliseconds. But they're capable of 10 terabits per second of bandwidth, which means every single person in the United States would be able to get a 10 gig connection, not 10 meg, a 10 gig connection. Then we got Comcast fiber. I don't even know what fiber is. Is that like Nabisco shredded wheat, but it's Comcast? Is that I don't even. Oh, want to talk about your days as a magician? No, I don't want to talk about that. Those were days. Although I still have a trunk full of magic back there. I actually wanted to do a scene where I was just a really bad magician. just for fun. Let's see here. So I want to talk about Comcast. But clouds, still haven't solved that. Clouds don't affect the satellite internet. They affect, like, heavy rain will affect it. However, low Earth, it probably wouldn't affect it because the HughesNet satellites, those things are 22,000 miles up. These are going to be 200. Bizarre. To me, you get fiber way out there. We still don't have it. Yeah, I don't know how you got fiber. I did ask them if they would provide fiber. They said, sure. Do you want to pay for it? It'd be about $57,000 for the install, and I don't know what the monthly fee would be, but I'd have internet. Yeah, Jacob, haha, nice. So what else? I'm still dropping packets. Not too bad though. What's going on out there, people? How is the world treating y'all? Is the world good at a little dancing Santa? Is that yeah? I need to do another Christmas special, don't I? No one watched the first one. I mean, literally, like no one watched the first one. Drinking beer and playing games. That's a horrible life, dude. How do you stand 50? Oh my God. 50 up, 50 down. That's sad. You make me sad. Really make me sad. What? 3. Oh my God, that makes me really sad. 300 down, 12 up. 12 up? I'm almost as fast as you. Almost as fast as you. Let's see here. 12 up is silly. It is, but I mean, I get why they're doing it. They're doing it because they don't want you to run web services out of your house. I get it. But in this world, I want to upload. I want to live stream. I want to move video. Do you guys use who's the sponsor of the Red Party? Whatchamacallit? 150. Hey, Lee Love, how are you? Where are you from? I don't know that I know you. Do I? Do I know you? I hope to know you. 150. That's not right. That's not right. Just buy their business service and you can host. Washington, D.C. Nope, never met. Hi, I'm Scott. Lee Love. Never met, we should meet. New to your channel, I appreciate you stopping by. We're just kind of chit-chatting right now, but if you have any specific questions or want to talk about anything in particular, I'm an open book. Several of those guys in the chat can tell you I'm definitely an open book, sometimes a little too open. We, the DMV viewers. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, there's my bar scene. Yeah, so that's the this side right over here is the bar scene. If you saw the cup video, that was kind of the backdrop. The goal here is to use, yeah. Oh, dude, 139 down, 170 up. That is, I'm coming to your house, dude. I'm coming to your house. You're close by-ish. I'll just run by every day and upload my video and then come back home. It'll be faster. But the goal here with the bar is the flip side. We got a brick wall here that it could serve as the back of the bar or as an opposing view, or I'm going to have a foldable or a hinged wall that comes from this side over here and folds back this way, and I'll give it an old rustic wood look. That way I could do the flip as well. The bar itself is actually movable. The back is up against the wall in the studio here. So it is, I want to get about 6 different scenes out of this little area right here. What is that? Oh, that's my tag. Hey, check out the Matthews grip equipment. Love these guys. They're amazing. Wow. So yeah, man, Tuesday night is a great night. What camera are you streaming with? That's the GH5. That is the G7. And then before I put up that wall, I used to have a Sony back over here. Well, the G7 used to be above me and the Sony used to be way back there. The Sony A7R2, and that was for general coverage. This was an overhead shot, and then that one right there. No, I'm live streaming with my Red because that's gangster, right? Upgrading to the GH5S? No, I don't think so. Definitely not upgrading to the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. No, that's not happening. The GH5S, I went back and forth on it. Honestly, I don't want to spend $2,500 on another GH5, even though it has low light. I don't think it's quite as good as some of the others that are coming. I mean, the Blackmagic 4K is actually a lot cheaper. I don't know. I find I'm a little hesitant with the first generation of Blackmagic cameras. I had the Ursa Mini 4.6 and it was great, but I had one of the first ones and it also glitched the heck out of it. Yeah, GH5, it's a solid camera. GH5S, you lose that image stabilization. I mean, if I were only shooting with the GH5 and not the Red, let me grab the Red. It's in its motion control. But if I was only shooting with the GH5 as my primary camera, then I would probably invest in a GH5S as a complementary. But I mean, I shoot with the Red primarily, and I use the GH5 as my secondary, and it's totes my goats, and as they used to say like 2 years ago. Have you tried streaming with the Red? No, I have actually not tried streaming. You know why? I don't want to put the hours on it. Man, this seems kind of stupid, doesn't it? I mean, I bet it would look great. I bet it would. I'm not going to do it. The other thing, like, I'm using these cheap Amazon video capture, HDMI capture devices. They only work with 30p. I had to spend like twice as much, and I got the Calmetta, I think it is, or Elgato for the GH5, and I can shoot at 24, so that might be it. Are you wearing pants currently? Grumbo, no, I'm totally not wearing any pants. I don't wear pants. This is the country. Look at that dinosaur. What dinosaur? Oh, no, that's not a dinosaur. No. You talking about this back here? This is not a dinosaur. This is my red dragon. This is this the dinosaur you're referring to? So back when I ordered my red dragon, they were on back order. And all the parts came in, but I had no camera, and it was going to be weeks or a week or two or something. My daughters bought me this, and so they said, "Here, Dad, here's your red dragon." So
I can shoulder mount the Red Dragon. I mean, I can handheld the Red Dragon. It was quite worth it. I liked it. Oh, I'll break the glass. Tim and I mess with it. It's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Are you talking about, Brain, are you talking about the cinema camera? It was awesome. I played with it a bit. I thought it was okay. I mean, it's really big. It reminds me of an old Polaroid. Looking to get my feet wet in 4K, thinking of the G7 to keep the budget reasonable. Well, Gerald, the G7 is by far the cheapest way to get into 4K. And, I mean, you might click on that link down below my live stream. It should have a G7 on there. It takes you to Amazon. They run it on sale sometimes for $495 with the lens. And that is that image right there. And it does do 4K. It's not quite as solid of a camera as the GH5, but I mean, it's a good camera. And for $500, it's a hilariously good camera. It is great. You get set every day. Yes, I do, Adam. That's my job. I told you, come out and play. I invite Adam over for play date, but Adam doesn't want to commit to more than like an hour or two and maybe some barbecue. The Red Gemini, I don't have it yet. We're in discussions right now. It's in very difficult negotiations. I think the lawyers are involved right now, so that's where the Gemini is. I'll keep you posted. Can you mount the Red Dragon on your Movi Pro? I can. Hey, Simon. I have not seen you in a while. Dad jokes. I can mount it there. I can balance it. The only problem is I cannot remote trigger the Dragon that way. Every time I hit the button, it just looks at me. Yep, I can mount the GoPro to it. Not a problem at all. Pocket 4K is freaking awesome. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they have sat on the technology for a while with the Ursa Mini. They've learned their big problem is going to be heat. And putting that much camera in that small of a space, I'm concerned about that heat. Jacob says, I'm in love with the GH5S as a secondary. I like throwing the Voigtlander primes on it wide open with crazy ISO. I have night vision spec ops. Jacob, send me some video. I want to see someone I know shoot with that camera, because all I ever see are people shooting beautiful bridges at night and reflective water. I want to see something that someone I know has shot. So shoot some of that. Send that to me. It's an EF mount though. Got a bunch of Canon glass. I hear good things about using the Metabones speed booster with the G7. Yes, I use Metabones. I've been using Metabones for quite a long time. I had a Metabones with my GH4. I have a Metabones here with the Sony. I have the Metabones on the GH5. In fact, that GH5, which you can see, it's right. Yeah, the GH5 is right there. Has the Sigma 18-35 on it using the 0.64, which I think is the Metabones XL. Now that only works with the GH5, if I'm not mistaken. I think you can't, or you can use it with the GH5S. I don't think you can use it with the G7. G7 you have to use the 0.71, which is their Metabones Micro Four Thirds adapter. I love the Metabones. There is another brand that is cheaper, it's like $400. I don't have any experience with it, but a lot of people are getting good results with it. Might be worth looking at it. I have been very pleased with the Metabones, and so I don't feel the need to switch at this point. But let's see here. Tell Land you have 1,000 subs and you'll be at 100,000 next year. Get in early, boy. Yeah, I'm not going to tell him that. Jared and I have a very, very close relationship. I mean, well, once I got close to him, but yeah, I don't think he responds to YouTube people. He does, but you know, I enjoy my conversations with Jared. I do have a special Jared hat down.
I have two special Jared hats now. Where's the other one? I don't know if you saw the other one. Um, the first one is the all black red hat. The second one is the GDU hat, which is Jared's personal clothing brand, which is F Formal. Because if you know Jared, he only wears flip-flops only. He won't wear anything else. And so screw formal. And so his brand is F Formal, and it says F right across there. It's a clean stream, so we got to do that. Grumbo. Pocket 4K has an internal fan. Yeah, I bet it has an internal fan, and I bet it kicks on. Making fun of Luke Newman? No, I'm not. Why would I be making fun of Luke Newman? Who's making fun of Luke Newman? YouTuber? No, that ain't right. Every YouTuber now is shooting with red. They don't know how to shoot it, but they're shooting with red. I'll probably buy one before the DR because I needs it. You're gonna buy what, Grumbo? Gemini or the Pocket Cinema camera or the G7 or the Metabones GH5S? Now, that might be a good travel camera. Hey, Tom Nash, how are you, sir? How's the world treating you on the other side of the world? Let's see here. Get some footage to you tomorrow, Jake. I would appreciate that. That might change my mind on it. Comlight, the Nikon Smart Adapter, is terrible. I don't think it's Comlight. I thought it started with a V, like Viola or Viola. I didn't prepare well for my live stream because normally I would be able to pop up Chrome and we could search for it. I swear it starts with a V, and it's like $400, and it gives you the speed boost as well. Actually going to be renting one or two for a couple of projects coming up. So, if there's anything in particular you'd want to see. Yeah, I want to see, if you're in a city, I want to see the city at night. I want to see, evening. So as evening starts to set in, the sun is already down, you're past dusk, but there's still light in the sky. I would love to see trees silhouetted against that sky. So what I'm hoping to see is color in the sky and the trees somewhat shadowed a little bit, but a little bit of detail in it, just slightly. That's what I'm hoping for, and was just talking to my wife about it the other night. That's the selling point with the lawyer on the Gemini. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. You're just getting up. Have some Cheerios. Nah, don't do that. Burps for days. I recommend Cookie Crisp. Yeah, Cookie Crisp cereal would be good. Velo. I think it is Velo, Simon. I think it is. It's not Jello. There's Viltrox. I think it is Viltrox. I think that is right. Brandon, there's always room for Jello. That's very specific. You know what? When it comes to cereals, Cookie Crisp is a great choice, no matter how specific. Now, I'm leaving it up to you. You can choose chocolate chip or the other Cookie Crisp. I don't know which one it is. But, that's up to you. I'm just here to offer suggestions. You don't sleep? I don't either, dude. I don't sleep hardly at all. I'm up till 2 o'clock in the morning and then get up at 6:30. Why? Because I can. Grab some shots for you. Jacob, you're the man. Lee Love, yeah, Viltrox. That's the one, I'm pretty sure. It's like $3.99. A lot of people on like the GH5 forums are saying that it's working really well for them. That they did get rid of the cop and robber for Cookie Crisp. That's true. Hey, you missed it when I broke in through my window over here. I was doing an attempted break-in. Watching too much. We making tequila shots. We can. There's so right there on that side over there. Those are the tequilas. Those are the scotches up top. There's two shelves of scotches, and then down below is the Jack Daniels, all the whiskeys. Then we go over here. So those well, you can't see that. There's Utopias over there. There's the cigar humidor right there. It is Brandon and those guys were seeing the previous version. This is the version that is now shrunk down. So it's this entire cabinet. That's right there. Wow, that's really hard to point. Don Julio, yes, Don Julio Silver, and that is Patron over there. I also have some Cabo Wabo and one other. I only drink 100% tequila, and usually only in a margarita because, I don't know, that stuff gives me headaches. Did you steal it from the DJI booth? No. And you know what really sucks, Simon? That last day I went back and I filmed with the Zhiyun Crane Plus. I filmed that whole set so that I could recreate kind of the little touches on this bar scene over here. I mean, I got every kind of shot. When I got back and I looked at the footage, I have great footage of me walking up to the bar, and then the bar stops, and then me walking away from the bar. Which means when I hit record, I actually push stop recording, and yeah, that happens to the best of us. $219? That's pretty cheap, dude. Pretty cheap. Make sure that's the one. If you're in the GH5 forums out there on the Facebook, if that's the one, I mean, $219, it's hard to go wrong. I mean, I've got I don't know, what is this thing? I use this one. I think it's like 40 bucks. This is not a speed booster at all, and this is made by Photodiox. That's that guy with the really cool voice. Hey, how's it going? I'm Photodiox. How are you? He's got a great voice, but I mean, this was like 40 or 50 bucks. Yeah, it is pretty bad, but yeah, it has an adjustable iris on it, but you really don't get to adjust it much. Why am I not at E3? I'm not that much of a gamer. Mostly because I'm doing this kind of crap constantly, building sets and building out studio and shooting stuff and going places and shooting there. And I mean, I'm always running around. I rarely have time for games, although I really do want to play more games. I did get, crap, I can't even think of the name of it. I don't know, it's the one that the Node guys and the Corridor Digital guys were playing. It's in beta right now. I did buy that, the advanced release, so I'm excited for that one when they come out. Great stream, by the way. Everything is working pretty dang good for you. Thanks, Brandon, because I mean, I've dropped some packets, but I mean, overall packets for 33 minutes, I'd say that's pretty good. And I'm streaming at 1080. Apparently, most live stream is like 720. That's boring. I want to take it to the next level. Ended up getting CD's info. Oh, cool. Worst stuff. They don't make it. They slapped their logo on the worst stuff. Yeah, that's true. Double tap my favorite. Amazon. Let's see. Pokemon Go. No. Pokemon. No. Never played it. Never will. And I know you did. I know you did. CD's info. Who's CD? Should I know that name? And I just don't. No Pokestops in the boonies. Yeah, there are, but they never get seen again. You got their info. Simon on here. He's going to be doing something. He was the one I was telling you about. So Simon is the one who was at the Aperture with me and got to hang around there, and he was chatting those guys up like crazy. Jurassic World is the new Pokemon Go? Was that what we're trying to say? We're trying to say is? Yeah, I'm talking about you, Simon. Come on, man. Keep up. So did you see these Q5 LSs from Quasar? These things are really, really cool. They are bicolor, eventually. Yep. So daylight. I don't know about the daylight. It's a little gold, a little more straw to me than daylight. But you know what? I'm not complaining. Come on now. There we go. I mean, dimmable. I like that. Pretty slick. 4-hour battery life. Stick that thing right on your dashboard and away you go. Brandon, did you get some? Didn't you? No, you won one, you turd. That's right. Brandon won. You get a 2-foot version of this? Is that what you got? Max Ender won a crossfade at. Oh, nice, dude. Won that exact one. Oh, the 1-footer. Okay, cool. So yeah, Brandon, we're going to go back to L.A. and we're going to go hang out at their studio. And Simon, you should come too, because I mean, I like those. We all got so quasared. We did. We were quasi with the quasars. I ended up with 2 of the 1-foot crossfades and 2 of the 5-inch batteries. You know what? I never even tried the magnetic. Yep, they're magnetic. Let's see. Hey, look at there. Just stuck it right to it. I like it. I didn't even think about that. Yesterday I taped it. That's pretty pathetic. We can all shoot all the yeah. Oh, up north? Yeah. I want 2 or tattoo. You want tattoo? That little guy on Fantasy Island? Who was it? Jacob, you're the one that didn't you buy like 2-footers of the crossfades? I thought you did. How did you get those home? I guess they wouldn't fit in your luggage, right? Let's see, stream. Yep, we're not dropping too many packets. That's good. I'm feeling confident about this. Switch this up. Maybe you throw in a little Santa roll. 2 4-footers. How'd you get those home? Did you just ship them? Gonna go eat late dinner. See you later. Later, dude. I can't even say your name. Brandon. Let's see here. What else is going on? We've got, man, this is a great chat. I like this. Weekdays are great. I was doing these live shipped via UPS, made it back intact, but holy hell, the box was meant to ship. Yeah, that's UPS. Where was I going? Oh yeah. Normally I have to live stream on like Sunday at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the only time video features on all. See, Canon Rumor says they'll be doing video features on all prosumer cams coming up. I mean, isn't that what consumer cams are? Why would they? I don't understand what you're saying. They're going to be doing prosumer cams. I'm going to go to this little website here, www.pornhub. No, that's not what it is. Won't let me post a link. No, it won't. I'm going to Canon Rumors. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Let me pull up a new window. Maybe this will do it. Chrome. Yeah, there we go. www.canonrumors.com. There we go. They're making all prosumer cams to have video as the heart of all cameras. Don't believe it at all. I do not believe that. Canon, yeah, you're right. Canon hates consumer video. They flat out hate it. Video capabilities will be the heart of all future Canon prosumer camera bodies. I mean, honestly, I love Sony look. I love the look of a Sony. No, you're not going to send me push notifications. The Sony cameras, but I mean, they're 4K in consumer cameras sucks. They've been trying to protect their high-end cinema cameras forever, and quite honestly, they're not selling enough of them because they're not getting people into the market. I think what they're really saying is they're going to include 4K in every prosumer body now. That's probably all it's going to be. They no longer want to lose the spec war. My God, they haven't won a spec war in like 4 years. When they never came out with they were supposed to come out with like a C103 or a C200, which they do have now. They're supposed to come out with that like 3 years ago. And when they never did, everyone wrote them off. They were just completely done with them. That is, yeah, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. I mean, I would honestly, if they built like a camera the size of the GH5, a mirrorless that used, here's the key, that used the EF mount. And don't tell me you can't use the EF mount, because I'm using EF mounts on all of my mirrorless. That's an EF mount mirrorless. Just onto the body. Who cares if it's a little extended? Who cares? Give me EF mount. I don't want to buy other lenses. If they came out with one that had really good specs, and really good specs to me now are a minimum of 120 frames a second at 1080, a minimum of 60 frames a second at 4K, and the offering of 10-bit video. You do that and you put it in a mirrorless, I might go right back to Canon. I mean, I always liked the way that they look. Their autofocus, that dual pixel autofocus, is amazing. But we got an XL15 or whatever crap that was, XL1S. I had a Canon XL1. I had a Canon XL1 with the actual manual lens. Google. Let's see, it was the Canon XL1 14X manual. Please don't pull up porn. Please don't pull up porn. Yeah, that guy. So this thing right here, this was, 16X, that's why. This was their fully manual, supposedly cinema glass. And I had that, there we go, there's a picture of one. I had that exact camera right there. Oh, I thought I was so cool. That was the XL1, and it didn't have the true 24p. It actually had interlaced, but it like cheated. I don't know, I've got 200 DVC tapes or mini DV tapes, not DVC, mini DV tapes from the XL1 of all kinds of stuff that I shot. That's how much I love that camera. I used to fly that thing on a Steadicam that was not a real Steadicam, but, you know, knockoff. Shot all those in college. Crappy 1-inch sensor. They were not a 1-inch sensor on the XL1. That was a 2/3 inch sensor. No, it was a 1/3. 1/3. The XL1 had a 1/3. The GL1 had a 1/4 inch sensor. XC10, XC15, no one asked for and no one wanted. That's true. Yeah, they came out with those cameras. They're like, hey, look, here's a camera that everybody wants, and no one wanted it. The XC10. Sensor talk boring. No, it's Jamie. Hey, Jamie, how's it going? You want to talk about log? You want to talk about putting log on your Canon camera? So Jamie has a G7 Mark II. Is that that's the Canon you bought? And he just yes. And he just got the cinema style flat picture profile. He keeps calling it log. I was schooling him earlier that is not called log. It's flat picture profile. You do not have a 1DX Mark II. I know you don't have a 1DX Mark II. I know you don't, because when you did your top 10 video the other day, you blew out the highlights behind you so badly, and a 1DX Mark II would not have done that. That was your phone. I hope it was your phone. It wasn't your G7X, GX, G7X2, whatever it is. Yeah. Jamie, check it out. It's Mr. Scott's neighborhood. You know Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Smokey! Smokey! Where are you at? Where you at? Oh, I'm coming! And this concludes my acting portion of tonight's live stream. Hope that was entertaining for everyone. Let's see here. Call it fake log. Panasonic, baby. Panasonic. Yeah, you should do Panasonic. Do you have the mail? Yeah, Mr. McFeely. Okay, does anybody else find that Mr. McFeely is the wrong name for the creepy mailman that comes by? Hey, Smokey! Yeah. I love that movie. I ain't telling nobody else. Give me some cigarettes. Well, this ain't enough. Make it enough. Why is there a drill there? Why do you not have a drill on your set? I mean, that's how things get done, Simon. You have to be prepared for anything. Why is right here, why is there some Ronson butane fuel? You've got to get things done. Why is there a crystal ball right here? You've got to get things done. I'm looking for something else. Why is there a peanut butter Cliff Bar right there and a very, very, very small bottle of Glenmorangie Quinta Brava? I think it's a 12-year-old scotch. I can tell you why. I can tell you why. I'm just not going to. Going to be very small though. You should build a set in there, Grumbo. You should help me develop my idea. And my idea is, ding, yes, email for everyone. No, it's to build walls that are two-sided and very, very thin and strong and light. And they have a small wheel on the bottom and they're hinged at the end. So you can open them up and you have this wall, and then you could close them and then you have this wall. We should develop that. We should do that. I figured I could get 2 completely different rooms out of one room and 12 sides to shoot. And I think that'd be cool. I'm not blowing it up. If I end up with the G7, what gimbal should I be looking at, keeping the modest budget in mind? Honestly, right now, I am most happiest with the Zhiyun Crane Plus. I paid full price for it. Jamie bought it on eBay for like $350. He got a hell of a deal on it. It is a really good gimbal. It will also fly this camera with this lens on it. So you're not screwed in the future should you decide to upgrade or go with bigger lenses. The Zhiyun Crane. Speaking of random, pull that out, pull this out, and pretend like I had no idea. Oh, looky there. Here's the Zhiyun Crane. This guy. This is the Crane Plus. And you know what? It's a pretty fantastic gimbal for the price. And it does do some cool features like Dutch, which I really like. I like screwing around with Dutch angles quite a bit. It is much lighter than the Crane 2. It will fly a DSLR with no problem. And it works better when it's correct. There it is. And that is the Crane Plus. It also has joystick mode back here so you can control it, and mode selectors. You can also trigger Canon and Panasonic cameras for start and stop. So the G7 will start stop with this as well. So I would look at that one. That's just my opinion. Let's see, that DJI though, if it comes in, yeah, people are starting to get them. I mean, I played with it at NAB and at Cinegear. It is a heavy, heavy, heavy gimbal. Supposedly supposed to be pretty cool in what it can do. I think they said it was rated for like 45 miles an hour. I had this one up to close to 45 miles an hour, but I had to flip the screen in because it was acting as too much of a sail. Murphy bed sets. Yeah, yeah. How many cameras do you have that are less than 3 years old? Dude, go back and watch my my previous videos, my graveyard that's in there. I don't want to steal that phrase from Casey Neistat, but I mean I have a camera graveyard as well. There's plenty of them back there, plenty. I did a tour on those, talking about different camera styles. If you do a slightly elevated floor, I think I know a way to make that work. Yeah, I want to do an elevated floor. I was thinking about like cedar planks, like fencing. But if I laid them flat on the floor, or rather on like a piece of luan, and screwed them from the bottom or glued them down, then I would have a giant plank of fencing if I laid it on the side, or a deck if I set it on the ground. I was thinking of some really large hinges and a metal frame that is like cross-braced internally, and then like using either like foam just to give it a little bit of depth or rigidity, and then gluing glue onto it. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, I need to develop that because that would be cool. Scott doesn't do budget. He just tells you to buy the best thing and calls it. No, that's not what I do. No, I don't have the. Maybe I do it a little bit. The DJI single had some mega hardware glitches. Yeah, you should have seen Simon at Cinegear. They had their the Ronin S flying the Red Dragon. It was hilarious because they stripped the camera completely down. They took off every plate off of the camera, every adapter, every single thing that they could get off of that camera. They took it off. They're like, it flies the Red Dragon. It did fly it, but it was rather hilarious. Gerald, been a photographer for a number of years and finally getting serious about video. Yeah, do it, man. It's fun. I mean, photography and video are not too far apart. A video is just taking pictures 24 times a second. I mean, if you have the eye as photography, you're going to have the eye in video. It's a natural progression, and it's a heck of a lot more fun because, yes, you could tell a picture, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a video is a produced memory. It's a produced, I don't know how to describe it to me. I mean, it's like vlogging for me is a produced memory. You're creating a movie about your day, and it's a movie. And people want to watch movies more than they want to watch home movies because home movies are just random stuff. And when you're doing video, you're just thinking about life a little bit more in movement, and it's more captivating. And I like it. Do it, man. You will like it. I promise. If not, double your money back. Every dollar you paid for it, or every dollar you paid for my advice, double your money back. Let's see here. What is... My theory is you could set wheels into the bottom slightly below to hover. I agree. That'd be a tough for it to drop into. So if you've ever seen like heavy machinery or like wood shops, they have these mobile, what do they call them? Mobile machinery bases where you push with a foot and the wheels drop down like 1/4 of an inch, and it's just enough to get it to roll, and then they can pop back up.
or firmware. Okay. That sounds so painful. Yeah, yeah. Is a fully articulating screen considered a noob thing, or some of those high-end cameras that don't have them? Well, let's see. This is a Red Dragon. This screen is fully articulating. So you tell me. That's all I got to say about that. Let's see. Video can produce instant actionable emotion. Photos not as much. Yeah. Yeah, what Grumbo said. It is, you can affect people much faster. Yeah, instant, actionable emotion. That is, yeah. Yep, you got it. Did you steal that off some website? Or is that like your tagline? Because I want to use it. No, that's literally it. You can, with a video, draw their attention, set the emotion, and then force an emotion all within like a 2-second clip. And then you just do that a bunch of times, and you got everybody all excited. I'm a real estate photographer, and recently more and more clients are requesting video, so don't have much of a choice at this point. Gerald, a friend of mine up in Seattle, she makes all her living doing video in real estate, and she makes a very comfortable living. She works the hours she wants to work. She can turn down jobs all she wants. The videos look fantastic, and there's no reason you can't do it. I would tell you the things you want to do is you want to add motion into your real estate. You could do it definitely with this, definitely. Or a slider like is not right there. The slider, right there. They make portable sliders, but just set your camera on there, and while you're in a hallway, just have it go sideways and reveal out of the hallway into the living room, or push it down the hallway, whatever. Introduce motion, and the video just, it sells the house. It really does. And then learn to color grade. Yeah, awesome. We can jump on FaceTime and talk it out more, or make out our other ideas. Yeah, Simon, literally, you, dude, you are the reason I got this new internet, which I don't know if you were here when I told you I upgraded internet. Well, I got a different internet provider, but this one is has a much better upload. This has 10 meg upload, and specifically, that's why I've been not like reaching out to do the Skype session that we're going to do, because I couldn't get to have that conversation with you on Skype. It would never work. Now with this new internet that I have, I think we got this. I think we're going to be able to do our vision of what we talked about, and many, many more. So I'm excited for that, man. Yes, we can. We can. No, I seriously, I looked for ways, because the idea was solid. It was great. I loved it. I want to get guys like you on here. And yeah, so I made that happen. I'm paying a lot more for it too. I mean, like the A7R and the 1DX, like, why don't they put the articulated screen? Quite simple. As Grumbo said up above, Canon hates video. They think video people are useless, and they're wrong. And they're learning, sadly, because everybody jumped to Canon and, everybody jumped to Sony and Panasonic and anything else, and Canon is losing market share. Canon, to me, makes some of the most beautiful lenses on the planet. Not this one, but almost all of their others are incredibly beautiful lenses. And they're losing people buying those lenses because they won't make a camera. Here's some email. They literally believe that, or people just, they say, okay, well, I bought a Canon camera, I need to get Canon lenses. You don't. Everybody who's in the, I'm sorry, I'm just going to go change something real quick. Everybody knows that well, not everybody, I keep saying that. You don't have to have the same brand of lenses as you do your camera. You just have to have compatible lenses for your camera. But new people, they don't understand that. So Canon is losing out market share big time. It's really hot in here. When you build a wall and your air conditioner's on the other side of that wall, it really screws with your air conditioning. So I have a fan in the window, you can see it. right there. And so I'm getting my air conditioning through the windows. Pretty pathetic. Haven't thought this one through all the way, have I? Color grading is bad. No, it's not. Color grading is time consuming and is the way to get your shot to look pretty. Does anyone want to Skype me? I have a lens. No, Jamie. No one wants to Skype you. Jamie is for everyone wondering if he's just a troll. Yes, he is just a troll, but he's a friend of mine here in Austin. So, you can like pat him. He's special. You can just pat him on the back. A7S3 should add the articulating screen. Not a troll. Did anybody see the Kai video the other day at the Sony RX100 Mark VI release party that they had? Kai, he said that even his A7S III was overheating. Well, that's true. You should like Scott, but Kai's pretty good. But he has an A7S III. I don't know if that was a slip of the tongue or what have you, but I have a suspicion that he has an A7S III. Kai is cool. I like Kai. What else is going on, peoples? What is everybody working on? We got lots of people out here. I like this. Grumbo, we didn't have barbecue. What's up with that? Michael, how are you, sir? Just got here. Thoughts on the Ronin S? Does it work with red? Michael, so we were just talking about that literally 10 minutes ago. So at Cinegear, they had the Ronin S, and they were flying a Red Dragon on it. To fly the Red Dragon on it, they took off the screen, they took off the top rail, they took off the top plastic cover here, they took off the small cover here, even the plastic cover on the side. They took off the adapter plates and the battery plates off the back. They had nothing on anything, and they put a tiny, tiny, tiny little, I don't even know which lens it was, but it was like a simple little 40 millimeter lens. And yes, the Ronin S did fly it at that configuration. They built that in their hotel room 2 nights before. So, no, it really won't, not practically. Let's see here. Other than that, the Ronin S, it's beefier, it's much heavier. It's like the size of a Crane 2, if you've seen the Zhiyun Crane 2. Will I buy one? I don't think so. Right now, I mean, I use the Crane Plus, and it does everything that I need it to. I don't think I have a need for the Ronin S. Who knows? I mean, I could change like that tomorrow, but at this particular moment, I don't see a need. I did play with it both at NAB and Cinegear, and it's very heavy, and it does seem to work. So, I mean, it's $695. It's not the end of the world. That's his way of saying 4K 60 frames per second, and it overheats. Yeah, pretty much. Just wrapped that staffing. Oh, Humane Society video debuts Thursday at an event. Cool. Is it going to be online after that, or can we see it? Charles Ellen. Scott, what new internet service did you get? I got a company called Zochnet or Zocnet or Zeitnet. I don't know. I think it should be called Zocnet, but I think they're calling it Zochnet. Yeah, it's that's the best I could get out here, but 10 up, 10 down. Am I going to Gemini? Yeah, I am. The only thing I have not decided, or I kind of have decided, I'm not likely to sell my Dragon. I'm likely to keep my Dragon and buy a Gemini outright. The reason being is that I freaking love the way the Dragon shoots outside. With nature and with anything with greenery and I mean water, I love the way it looks, and I'm just not. I can't get over getting rid of that. It also shoots at 6K. I mean, I'm not a pixel peeper that much. I mean, sure, if the Gemini was 8K, I would be selling my car to get one because you know, 8K low light. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. We'll see about that. Waiting on client to decide if she wants to do with it. Yep, okay. Send you direct link tomorrow. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Charles Allen. Do I know you? I feel like I know you. Jamie, you should get a red. With all that YouTuber money, you should do it. No, Monstro is not Gemini. Those are different. So Monstro is no. Monstro is a culmination of what they learned from Helium and from Dragon, and they created the new chip so that they could print it properly. Because the Dragon in VistaVision, the yield was horrific. And then Gemini, they basically took what they learned from Monstro and then enlarged it, which is why it's only 5K and it's still a little bit over Super 35. Now, logic would tell you they can do a full frame Monstro, then they can do a full frame Gemini. My guess is the reason they're not doing that is because the Gemini is actually a very inexpensive sensor to make. And if they full framed it, it'd be more expensive, but it might actually be less expensive than Monstro. And they don't want to do that. Monstro is their top of the line. Monstro does have a higher dynamic range too, so that does help. No new red should have less than 8K. Man, I mean, I kind of agree with you. I don't fault that statement, but Gemini is so good looking. So good looking. I got to play with it at Cinegear in low light. It was like Avatar. They had the low light with the bioluminescent tree. It was really, really dark in that little room. And we cranked that puppy up. 5,000, it's absolutely clean. 6400 starts to show a little bit of noise. 12.8, you can definitely see noise, but you can still use 12.8 and clean it. You can still use it, and it was amazing. RE is 4K now. They have the new LF, which is two of their Alexa sensors stuck side by side. Yeah, is 8K really necessary? Yeah, it's going to be. Japan is standardized on 8K. China is standardizing on 8K. Someone else is standardizing on 16K. The other thing, and this is something that they touched on at Cinegear, and I had not thought about it in a while, but the way sensors work with the bear pattern, which is a patent, you can look that up. It was invented by Kodak, by so-and-so Dr. Bear or whatever. Not the aspirin guy, but a different guy. So an 8K sensor has 8,000 pixels across, but it's not 8,000 individual colors. It is red, green, blue, green, red, green, blue, green. Every other pixel is green for luminance, and then it does a checkerboard of that, and it flip-flops. And it uses a pattern or it uses a calculation to form the luminance values in there. So what happens is your 8K image is actually sampling at 4K on green and 2K at red and blue. So truly, if you want a true 2K image output, you need to start with 8K on a bare pattern. Something to think about. And all cameras are bared. Even like, what's the importance of 8K truly? I think, Michael, I may have just answered that for you, but if you have any more questions about that, pop it in the chat and I'll elaborate on it further. I don't know if the bare pattern made sense. I will pull it up as I'm just that kind of guy. I want to show bare pattern. Doo-ka-doo. Yep, okay, perfect. Yep, all right, so, well, that failed miserably.
Okay. Where's that at? I don't know where that is. There we go. So that is a bear pattern. You can see that every other pixel is green, and then they alternate from there. So each one of these is considered a pixel, and so there's 8,000 of them across. But if you look, blue only accounts for every other line, every other pixel. So it's really only a 2K blue image, and it's really only a 2K red image. It's a 4K green image, and then through the bear patterning, they can create the 8K out of it. But it's not technically true. Let's see here. The Jamie standardizes on 8K. Yep. Right now, I'm not afraid that my 5K camera will become obsolete. No, I don't. Okay, I get it. Right, but I'm not afraid that my 5K camera will become obsolete. I agree. I don't think it will become obsolete. And the reason I can say that is if you go out there and look, and it cracks me up. The red one was produced. It was created in 2007. It is a giant honkin' 4K first 4K digital cinema camera. There are still people that shoot with those today. That is a 10, 11-year-old camera, and they're not big budget blockbusters, but there are still people shooting those for value, for dollars, every day. Joanna, Pakistan, hello. Cameras everywhere. What's one to do? Buy them all. That's what you do. Jawan, how are you? Welcome. No, I don't think your 5K is going to go. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of want the Gemini. I am dragging my feet just a little bit just to see if they do tease like a full frame, which would be about a 7.2K, I think is what the math works out to be. Because a full frame Gemini at 7K, then I'd be a lot happier camper. Are DSLRs and SLRs going away after mobile phones cameras are flooding the market? I don't think so. What I think mobile phones are doing, they're putting a high-end camera in the hands of more people. Think about this for a second. Does anybody that says, hey, I want to shoot a movie, does anybody truly say, all I need is my iPhone, I'm going to do it? Now, I know people have shot movies with iPhones, and I fully support shoot with the camera that you have in your hand. But if people have the choice, they're not going to choose the iPhone unless specifically they're trying to prove that you can do it on an iPhone. There are depth of field things that happen, and you can build a rig. If you've ever seen any of those commercials where it was all shot on iPhone, all shot on Samsung, it's a phone with a giant rig with a lens mount, and then they put cinema glass on it, and they turn that thing into a giant cinema camera. I think you will have more and more features creep from DSLRs down into phones. I would say that a DSLR is probably going to go away. There is no reason at this point to have a mirror in there. It's nonsense. Honestly, if you've ever been to a press conference or you watch one on TV where somebody's saying something and all you hear is all you hear is the clicking of the cameras. That's people still with DSLRs, and there's no reason for them. You can take silent digital pictures. Let's see here. So no, I don't think DSLRs I think will slowly fade away. SLRs, I think there will always be a market for a specialized camera. I think they're just going to expand their role. Hello, man of cameras. Hello. I might go red if they do a full frame Gemini. Yeah, that would just be awesome. I know I said much against it, but Gemini, dude, it's so good. So good. So good. You need to get 4 Gemini and shove them into an array. That'll get you at least 8K. That's true. We get me 10K. Ours are dead. Yeah, pretty much. I have a Gemini AMA.
AMA. AMA. Against medical advice? What does that mean? Gemini AMA. It's probably a joke that I'm totally not getting. Ask me anything. I have a Gemini. Ask me anything. Okay. Here's a Gemini. Ask him anything. Oh, you have a Gemini? I didn't know that. You were saying 5K. I guess I just wasn't clicking. So cool. How do you like the Gemini? Is it really as cool as I saw it at Cinegear? Do you have any footage out there of it? I would like to see that if you do. I'm not dropping too many frames. That's pretty good. The Nokia Lumia carry a 44 megapixel. Does that compete with any cameras on the market? See, it's a loaded spec. It has a 44 megapixel camera of which you cannot save a 44 megapixel picture. It goes and it crops out, or it pulls from it, or it resamples. But I don't believe you can save a 44 megapixel image off of that camera. It was just like the Microsoft one had one. That Microsoft phone, which like 4 people in the world had, I think my brother was one of them. It had like a 40-something megapixel camera, but you could only get like 8 megapixels out of it. I need to share some stills with you. Yes, you do. Yeah, share, because sharing is caring. My iPhone does 4K 60, no need for an A7S with all those fancy cameras. Yeah, as I go back and say, if you look at an iPhone, shot on iPhone videos, they're taking that camera and they're sticking it behind $15,000 worth of glass and a rig specifically designed to turn it into a sensor that happens to be in a phone that is shooting through cinema stuff. Against that tiny sensor they have. That's true. They can get bigger sensors. Heat is always going to be a real problem. Right now, our biggest problem, honestly, with every single device that is coming out in the near future, and even the little further distant future, is sensors are stale right now. There is no new sensor technology. We are stuck with shutter. We're using CMOS sensors. It's tough. We can't get an advancement. So, I mean, there's really like Sony XMOS. They make almost all the sensors for everything. The GH5S has a Sony sensor in it. The Sony cameras have Sony sensors in them. There's lots of Sony sensors in a lot of different cameras. I think the iPhone uses a Sony sensor, if I'm not mistaken, the iPhone X. There's not a massive change in sensor technology. All we're doing is we're rearranging the pixels to get a little bit extra out of it. We're changing gain. We're rewriting algorithms. We're adding more processing, which allows more noise reduction. But yeah, I mean, they're going to have to do something major to make a difference. How about you, Gemini? I'm a Gemini with 2 eyes. Yeah. See, you take an A7 series over a phone every day. Yeah, I would too. I'll take a iPhone over an A7. It takes. Jamie's just going to say the exact opposite of whatever you say. Jamie, you want to see my kicks, man? Check out what I'm wearing. This is the limited edition here. This is the LB Evans house shoe. Look at that, man. Look at that. Check out the way this thing flexes. Oh, man. Yeah. Jamie's, he's like a performance runner. So he does a lot of running shoe tube videos. It's a dad shoe, yes. Oh, Brandon's back. It's a dad shoe. Our neighbors wear them too. Nikon uses Sony sensor. Yeah, there you go. I mean, graphene is coming in a few years. It might change stuff around. I don't know. We'll see. Everything that I've read right now is, with the exception of the governments, we ain't saying anything new anytime. So yeah, it does have a limited edition scent. Am I in LA? I am not. I am in Austin, Texas. Nikon is still around. You still have one, Jamie. Don't be like that. It shoots every once in a while.
I was just in LA for Cinegear. Did we've met before, haven't we not? I know I recognize your name. I feel like we've met. You're not the dude that looks like Seth Rogen, are you? Yeah, yours is from 2009. Yeah, it is. I'm off to bed. Scott, thanks so much for all the info. Came across your channel a few days ago. Love what you're doing, and I have subbed. Thank you, Gerald. Please continue to come back. Also, feel free to drop comments and let me know if I'm interesting to you or not, or what you might want to see, or if you have any questions or suggestions for videos. Let me know, because I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, and I really do want to have these kind of interactions and this sense of community. So thank you for subbing and being a part of this community, and have a great night. I wish I looked like Seth. I had to have met you. I feel like I did. We should do LA after NAB. Dude, Simon, Cinegear is in LA. You know, there's a Cinegear in Atlanta coming up. We should do that. I want to go to NAB. Jamie, you would have the right shoes for it. You would be lost there. You would be blown away at all the stuff that you never thought you needed. Can I be more snarky? Yes, I can. How was that? Let me try again. Let me go back to one. It's my motivation. Snark, to be the snark, to snark the best. The best is snarky. Scott, can you be more snarky? Yeah. Was that pretty good? I think that was pretty good. Although I wouldn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah, you'd learn, but 2 trips is expensive. That's true. It is. However, we did an Airbnb. There were 6 of us in that Airbnb. We actually had one more spot. We could have squeezed you in. Probably would have cost you like $300 for the week there. Might have been on Facebook. That's why, probably. Sprinter van. Maybe that's where we had a conversation. Yeah, get a Sprinter van. They're cool. I like them. Yeah, Cinegear. Cinegear's, I mean, it's a flight. It's food, but it's not like Vegas food where everything is so outlandishly expensive. My God, we ate hot dogs at 2 o'clock in the morning and had them delivered by, not Uber Eats, but whatever that thing was. We were overbooked. No, dude. We had that one bed, the pull-out bed. That's true. Raul didn't pay, so, I mean, well, and he had a queen-size bed. He could have shared. Cinegear is full of a bunch of weirdos with camera and lights. Yep. That's what we are. We're a bunch of weirdos. But I can't imagine a shoe convention being any cooler. What's eaten in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's true. Except for, I don't know, I feel like I ate something at the airport that didn't agree with me, and I brought that back. So technically what I ate in Vegas came back with me. I just, it's semantics, but I'm always up for semantics. James Michael, but that ASC party though, yeah, that ASC party was awesome. I enjoyed the heck out of that ASC. Did Jacob leave? He did leave, didn't he? He just like snuck out of here. Or is he just listening in the background and he'll just like pop in and go, here I am. I don't fit on pull-out beds. That's true. You would not have fit on this bed, and you wouldn't want to sleep on this bed. But we could have put Raul on that bed because he didn't actually pay. Oh, there's Jacob. Yeah, boy. That ASC party was awesome. No, I'm still here, buddy. Won't leave you. Shuttered out. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at my aperture. My f-stops are so fast. Da boca. Yeah, you're learning, Jamie. I'm you. It's not pronounced bookie. It's pronounced bokeh or bouquet. So, Scott, when are we shooting a project together? You tell me, man. When do you want to shoot? I'm flexible. I love shooting projects. What kind of project you want to shoot? I'm actually planning a 7,000-mile trip in my Sprinter van. The goal is from Austin to LA to Seattle. Let me get it in frame. Seattle over to Chicago to New York to Atlanta back to Austin. and stopping all along the way, shooting B-roll, everything I can get, trying to find little stories, maybe little mini docs that I can shoot along the way. I don't want to drive for more than about 4 or 5 hours a day, and I want the option of skipping a day so that I can, if I like find someplace cool along the way, I can stop. That whole trip is like 42 days right now. I have preliminary approval from the wife, so I mean, that gets me to LA. So yeah. Winchester, yeah. Skip the front royal because it's lame. So should I join or what? Yeah, maybe. Let's shoot flowers and daisies and buds filled with marijuana. Well, that's California. I'll have to go up through Colorado to do any other kind of shot. I can ignore Brandon. Front royal is where all the shots are at. I've heard that. I don't know, Jacob. You still buying 3 Geminis? Schwarz. Not Schwartz, but Schwarz. Yeah, still not dropping too many. I'm really pleased with this internet right now. 9mm shots. Yeah, I have 9mm. I can hook you up, Brandon. You want to be snarky? I'm going to be snarky for you. Maybe I won't. Maybe. Oh, yes, I will. Yes, I will. Snarky, here it comes. Snarky Brandon, here I come. Here's my 9mm. It's a really nice lens. Look at that. It's even got its own viewfinder, or its own lens cap. Yeah. He has a pet ant or a dinosaur. Thanks, Jamie. I appreciate. My wife will not hate me. It's 42 days, and so far, the red toy is not a red toy. This is a red dragon. Do you not recognize the red dragon? Oh yeah, I know what it was. I was going, Brandon, since I got you, this guy, we're just going to do all my Amazon shopping while I'm on live streaming because that's how it works. This right here, I wanted to see if this was it. Boom. Let's take this over here. Let's take this here and go here. Is that it? Is that the one you got, dude? Is it photo mix? Tell me I need it. Let's see, what a poser, missing that darn T like that. Yeah. As long as he doesn't do dumb set. Yep, okay. Got a pet and a dinosaur. Haha, I win. That red toy. Out, senior. Let's think about logistics soon. Yes, Simon, let's do that. We definitely can move forward now. So, yeah, keep in touch. Be well, my friend. My dragon to okay, I can't pronounce that. Dragonomy was weak in school. Dragonometry. You know what, Jamie? I'm going to let it. It wanted to block you for that, but I'm going to let it. Jamie, go if you like shoes, running shoes, interested in all that. Also, Jamie is a little bit creative, so if you want to subscribe to his channel, go do that because he's got like 15,000 subscribers now. He's cruising. Check out the old YouTube. Nope. Yeah, RedTube. That's all red camera footage, right? JJC. Let me find that. Looks just like the one you have. Oh. It's like $14. All right, let me just copy that in here. Let me add it to my wish list. Ooh, it's an upgrade lens hood. Wow, that is nice.
Yeah, you got me hooked on that damn thing. I didn't want to. Um, it's not shameless, Jamie. You've plugged me several times on your channel. It's the least I can do for a, a wonderful troll like yourself. Jamie, that's for you. That's for you, buddy. Yeah, Dancing Santa. When we gonna do our rap video, Jamie? Come on. I got the Santa suit. I'll put you in the elf costume. We can do it. We can do it. Let's see here. Max Under Love. Okay, Team Fuji. Yeah, Team Fuji. You know what, dude? I took like no pictures at Cinegear. I pulled my SD card. I got the pictures that you. No, it was Curtis that took of me at the Red Studios. There's like 6 other pictures. That's it. I got a picture of Jacob's burrito. You had the breakfast burrito, right, Jacob? That's what I got a picture of. I didn't take any pictures. I suck. I was having too much fun with you guys. Plugged and unplugged within the same minute. I noticed you barely shot anything. Yeah, it was pretty sad. I didn't vlog either because honestly, I get so self-conscious about being at a professional cinematography and Cinegear, and I'm like, hey, so check it out. We got the really cool $60,000 red camera right over here. There's the Panavision booth. Let's go check them out. It just felt wrong. But I did get that badass picture though. Jared liked my picture. Use that third person shot. Yeah. Oh, you got the breakfast burrito. Okay, so I got a picture of your breakfast burrito. It's a great picture though. I mean, you had half eaten it and it looked delicious. I mean, Fuji really made that breakfast burrito look artistic. I plugged and unplugged within the same minute. Okay. That's third person shot, yep. Let's see. What else is going on? Man, I've been live streaming for an hour and a half. I'm pretty pleased with this. Hey, what's everybody watching? What series are y'all watching for inspiration and for fun? I started Black Mirror back up again. I'd watched a little bit of it and then like forgot. That show is freaking great. Yeah. How are you typing? Oh no, wait! Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Yeah, Black Mirror is solid. I started it unfortunately with season 4 instead of season 1 because Netflix does that reversal thing. And I mean, I was like, oh my god, if this is season 1, season 4 must be off the hook. Yeah, it was season 4. It was truly amazing. That apocalypse one with the little robotic dog. Oh man, that was too cool. That was inspiring me like you wouldn't believe. Last of Us 2 E3 28 gameplay video. What? For inspiration? I'm going to eat biryani and we'll be back. Wait, for the capture of images. Thank you, Juwan. Make sure you subscribe, Juwan. I would love to have you part of this community, like you're doing here. You're part of this community. You should be a subscriber if you're not already. If you are, thank you. 2-stage Last of Us genuinely motivates my cinematography. The Last of Us, really? All right, I'm gonna write that down. See, that's the other cool thing. If you spend a week with me in LA in an apartment, you start to get like Scott cred. So when you say something, I start to listen. I mean, wasn't I just bashing all over you, Brandon, for your little lens adapter thing? I was just destroying you for it, and then, yeah. Well, Jamie, you've only been out here one time. You gotta hang with me for more than one day. The Last of Us. All right. Episode 3, 2018 gameplay. All right, I'm gonna check that out. We'll see that. What's wrong with lens adapters? No, it's that one I showed. It's a hood. I don't know. I'm just not I wanted that Fuji to be so tiny. You have like 2 of them. Well, I have lots of lens adapters, but I mean, it goes in the front of the Fuji, and it's a shield, it's a hood, it protects it. Video gameplay. Gameplay. Last of Us 2-stage. Last of Us genuinely motivates my cinematography.
Yeah, what is your advice for young cinematographers wanting to find work? I tell you what it is. Get up every day, go out, kick ass, and repeat. Seriously. Every day, go out there, do something with it. Put it on YouTube, I don't care. Put it on Facebook, share it with your grandma, do something with it, get it out there. Then learn what you learned from that shoot, apply it to the next one. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I promise you, you keep doing that, you keep improving your craft, someone will find you if you don't find them first. So young cinematographers, get out there, shoot, don't be afraid, and do it. Because trust me, I'm afraid. We're all creatives. We're all scared to death that we think our work sucks. Do it. Get it out there, let it go, move along. Here's some advice. Only shoot full frame, buy a fancy lens. I dig it. One other one for you, Michael, and I posted this one to Facebook earlier. The secret of success is you. Hey, look at that. This is going to be my this is going to be my thumbnail. Oh, wait, it's in front of my... Yeah. The secret of your success is you. Truly. You are the only thing holding you back. And I haven't released that video yet. But basically, limitations are limits that we set upon ourselves, and you define those. It's kind of a sneak preview of a motivational video coming up. Just record running stuff instead. Who's Alexa? I don't know. Just yell out, Alexa, who are you? And she'll tell you. You could be the impatient cinematographer, Jamie. That's your knack. You do drive-by cinematography. You get your camera on your crane, and you run by and go, action, got it. And then you just cut it all together, and you make a movie. You can do it. Red room, red room, red room. You live in Orlando. You are not in L.A., dude. You are not in L.A. Sucks to film there. I've heard that, actually. I really have heard that. That's why Ryan Connolly left, because there's no scene there. There's nothing to shoot. And it's hot, thunderstorms, and humidity, and, all those things that suck. Yeah. Move. Can you move? How young are you? I mean, you've got a Gemini. You can't be that young. I mean, if you have the opportunity to move. Move someplace where you can, make a scene, drink some beer. That's a good way to do it. Austin is a weird place. You are absolutely correct, which is why I don't live technically in Austin. I live outside of Austin, and Jamie, you know that. So your Bly still does apply. Yep. Okay. Can you move? I mean, how old are you? How young? What's holding you back from moving? Because, limitations. Yeah, I keep spiking that ball before I post that video, but limitations are set by you. Oh, hey, you getting me a drink? Yes, please. I'm gonna get it through the window over here. That's why I got a window. It's a dry window. 21 years old, but I need a job. Oh, no, that's two different people. No pants. I'm wearing pants. These are shorts. Wearing shorts. You're a young buck, just moved to LA, go for broke. You might come out rich instead. You might. So here's what I'd tell you being 21 years of age. Are you married? Are you tied down, not in a bad way, but tied down in a family way? Because that would change my opinion. Guys, if you have a dream at this age, follow it now, or in a few years it will become a cog in the wheel going the Indy. Yeah, Jawan. Tell me how to pronounce that. We're obviously going to be talking here. Is it Jawan? Is that correct, or is it Jawan, or is it pronounced faster than that? I want to get it right. Is more approachable expense-wise, and no, not married. Okay, so yeah, Atlanta is actually a really good town right now to do it. It is a little pricey, not as bad as LA, so you could definitely pick up work. Javon, say whatever you feel like. No, I'm going to say Javan or Javon, or is it Yavan? Jawan, Javon, got it. Yeah, I mean, what Javon is saying is absolutely true. It is what I put at the end of every one of my videos. Just focus on your passion. If your passion is filmmaking, then focus on that. Your life is going to happen regardless, because there's no way at all that it's not going to happen. So people tend to focus on their life, and then they have no fulfillment. They have no happiness. They're not excited. I mean, I could tell you, filmmaking is something that I've always wanted to do, but I didn't get to do it because I focused on family. And I'm not saying family's not important, and I'm not saying I wouldn't focus on family. What I'm saying is I focused on the life, the building of that life and the security of it. Well, you know, kids are flexible. They can move around if they had to. You don't want to move them too much, but they can go in various places. Kids, they don't mind. They're moldable. You know, a supportive wife or husband is flexible as well. And what everyone is really after in life is fulfillment and happiness. And love is a great way of fulfillment and happiness. But your passion, if filmmaking is your passion, make it the core. Make it the center of everything you want to do, and your life is still going to happen. You're still going to have time for love. You're still going to have time with a Mrs. or a Mr. or what have you. It will all fold around. So don't let your life, or don't let your passion center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. And that's why I always say that, is you need to focus on your passion. And you are young, which means that you can live cheaply. You have no idea what expensive things are yet, other than Gemini. But you have, I mean, when we get older, we start buying nicer and nicer cars, we buy nicer and bigger houses, and we start to learn how to become completely in debt and a slave to ourselves and our almighty, the Joneses, literally. When you're young, you're flexible still, which means you can live on ramen, you can live on just helper because you can't afford the hamburger. You can do that so that you can focus on your passion. While you're focusing on your passion, you're getting good at it. As you get good at it, you get more money. As you get more money, you can focus back on your passion. But you're doing what you love. And there's that old saying, I think it was Zig Ziglar that said it, Zig Ziglar, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And that, I can tell you, if you will just take that and put it in your core, and do it, I promise you, you will be one of the happiest people on the planet, and you'll be doing what you love. Wow, I probably rambled there quite a bit. Focus on your passion unless your passion doesn't pay the bills. In that case, focus on the money. Yeah, don't take Scott advice. You'll end up homeless. Yeah. Do exactly opposite of whatever Jamie says. It's starving artist for a reason. That's true. It is a starving artist for a reason, but you're doing what you love. Eventually, now painting is probably the worst example of that. But I mean, eventually, as you become good, and there's that old adage, 10,000 hours. Once you've done something for 10,000 hours, you've become kind of a master at it. And I'm going to use that in air quotes because, again, I haven't released this video yet, so I'm again spiking the football on that one. Don't follow people who claim to be masters. Anybody that tells you they're a master of something, just you know, walk away politely. I mean, you can still learn something from them, but I promise you, the moment you declare yourself a master, you've lost. You have already lost everything, because we are learning something every single day of our life. We are never done learning. You can learn something from every single person you want. I'm really destroying this video. I'm never going to get to put this one out. You're all getting sneak peeks of it. But I totally lost my focus. Master. Oh yeah, don't follow people that proclaim to be masters. Follow people that other people say are masters. I will tell you right now, there's no way I'll ever be a master. I'm learning every day. I don't want to ever claim to be a master. If I do, shoot me. Don't really shoot me. Just like unsubscribe. But I mean, we're learning every single day. Every single one of us can learn something from someone else. Every person you meet, you can learn something from it. It may not be something that is positive for you, but you may learn, don't hang around that guy or that girl, or hey, that person has one thing to teach. I mean, I've learned several things tonight on this chat. I'm learning from you just as much as you may be learning from me, or you may not be learning anything from me, but we're engaging in conversation, and you may be learning something from all these other people that are on chat. I mean, get out. You're young, you're flexible. It's okay to fail.